Welcome to Nippert Stadium, home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. They've been playing football here since 1902, and this crowd today is fired up and ready to get going. This is an important matchup, battle of two top 10 teams, two forces colliding, one team believe here making a big statement. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Cincinnati Bearcats. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Buffaloes will kick it away and start us off. He's going to bring this out 2 yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So Cincinnati special teams don't do the offense any favors with that return. And here comes one of the elite running backs in all of college football. When he gets the ball in his hands, it's just hold your breath time, Kirk. He's been electrifying.
He sure is. The embodiment of a superstar. The bona fide runner with ill intentions for the defense. This offense leans on him, and there aren't very many times that he doesn't come through for him.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. He makes the grab. Gain just good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. The Bearcats will line up to kick it away. And he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. See if he can make something happen with the return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So Colorado's offense comes out for their first possession today. And how about the game within a game today? The running back coming downhill, the linebacker coming up to meet him. We expect some collisions on this field today.
Yeah, this linebacker's going to have his hands full because this running back is a difficult guy to contain. Both guys know where each other's going to be lined up at all times. It's just going to come down to which guy can come up and make a play against the other.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Christian, the spread error over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Back to throw. It's Abunya. Catch made on the out route. Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Moving to the 35.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert it.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Buffaloes looking to keep this drive rolling. They'll hand it off. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Buffalo's looking to cash in this red zone trip. Here's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain. That gain sets up a third down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
It's complete. That's enough for a first down. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
They finally corral him at the 1. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. One play already to the 46-yard line on the first down. There's the handoff. You make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And the pass is incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
In the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Looking to throw it on first down. Bringing pressure. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blower with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Second down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back. It's a Bunya. And the receivers got it. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. And so Colorado has the lead. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. A big play here after the great offense trying to convert here on third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add multiple runs like that throughout the course of the game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Running through the tackle. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Crucial third down play coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. They do it for a second time. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to his receiver. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that, the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Minimal gain right down short of the marker. Third down after that running play. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Sacked, it's a loss, back to the 6.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And we're going to throw now on first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups. Favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's tackled after the catch.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The Bearcats will have to kick it away. And he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's a Bunya. The pass rush closing it. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Makes the catch downfield. Finally brought down, but the game moves it to the 44. Looks like the Bearcats come to the line in a hurry up. On first down, it's play action. Catch made on the left side, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. It's second down after that completion. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. Goes down after making the grab. That's not going to be enough for a first down. Short completion there. Second down coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
That's an athletic play by the defensive back. Playing tight coverage, seeing the ball, and not giving the receiver a chance to get their hands on it.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He breaks free. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. He knocks this one right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. To throw, it's Bunyan. The tight end has got it. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Sampson. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And it's caught. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short throw complete to the tight end. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Bunyan. Finds an open target on the left side. But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now. Offense behind the sticks facing a 2nd and long. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The short completion to the tight end. Football comes out. Looks like the offense able to recover it there. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. And the quarterback dropping back. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buffs.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
No problem on the extra point, and the lead is 21-3 now. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So it's first down, but they just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Cincinnati. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears, He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense, and I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
And the Bearcats will kick it off to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the back now goes in motion. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Mumpfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The coach's choice to go for it does. Hold on a second. There's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And now the first play of this drive. They're set up at the 37. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The Bearcats hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
1st and 10 play coming up.
This offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Grab near the sticks. It's Sampson. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Receiver makes the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit with swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
The defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
The Bearcats looking to cash in this red zone trip. Third down, out of the shotgun. Caught in the front by the running back. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. Looks like the Bearcats will look to convert here on 4th down. The running play called on 4th down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Trying to create here on the move. And he pulls in the catch. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. The offense really clicking here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of the speed in the backfield with no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Looking for 6. Touchdown, Buffaloes. And this one is getting ugly.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And they knock through the PAT, so it's 28-3. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bearcats offense back out of the field. On the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. What can they do here? Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Quarterback still with the football. As the 1st down, still on the move. Finding some room at the 25. QB breaking away. Touchdown, Bearcats. No chance to catch him.
How great is this option when executed properly? Everything is lined up perfectly. The quarterback makes the right read, and then he shows you the speed to be able to take it all the way to the end zone.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The offensive offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Back to throw. It's Abunya. Receiver makes the grab. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line, the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And at first down, they go right back to him.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Chris, this back has had a great day. They're winning the football game. I just looked at my stats. This guy's hit 99 yards on the day. You can tell how badly he wants to cross the 100-yard threshold. He's been superb today.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's a quick grab. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made after a big gain. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Touchdown, Colorado. And the route is on.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dump off caught by the running back. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the football. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Looking to throw yet again. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. The Bearcats keep the football on the move. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a big hit at the end, but even with a fresh set of downs. It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. The back's got it. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now the all-important extra point. Point after makes it a 35-17 deficit. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They're back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Quick throw complete to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, you don't play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play call? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Touchdown, Buffs. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come
back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Let's go!
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, well, you really allow this defense to dictate things and allow...
Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
To the air, it's Obunya. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Buffaloes. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Lets it go quickly. And it's complete downfield. They stop him, but it's a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Bearcats lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to chuck it again. Running out of time in the pocket. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Love this never say die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Team now set to boot this one away. Returner trying to create good field position, and they've got the returner corralled. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Tackle made after the completion.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive game here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games where you can look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility, and on Monday as a team, you break down the film. They'll be pretty happy when they get the chance to look at this one.
And the offense will stay on the field. So far, they are 2 for 4 converting fourth down chances. Send the back in motion. Fighting off the defender. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, how about that? What a call on fourth down. They get the conversion under a minute to go, and that should be about it. What a job by this offense to be able to come up with a victory today.
But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Now rolling out to his left. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
He fires this throw and it's intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, working with the lead. Run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they get a chance to get right back in the game.
The offense now has great field position to start the drive. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game. An offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Now, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to end at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.